Hello weeps, peeps, and my non-binary geeks! Welcome back to the channel, where all videos are written and produced by a doggy, aka this little cutie right here. Before we start, a disclaimer, since I will be talking about mental health and abuse in this video. This isn't meant to mock people that suffer from these conditions. It's rather a lesson to teach people if they use such sensitive topics, and for them to use it correctly, rather it being a joke or mock. Okay, with that out of the video, out of the way, let's get back to the video. Today, I want to teach you on how to write a story that includes mental health issues or psychological issues. Now, this is a topic that has appeared in many gacha mini movies or series, and most of the time, the characters with these issues have a rather quote-unquote edgy, dark look, and do things like cutting. Now, imagine this as a picture. Do you see the problem? This is a horrible representation of people that suffer from these mental health issues or conditions. If you don't do actual research on this sensitive topic, this can lead to serious issues with your audience. Remember, 95% of the gacha community fan base are kids, and you're showing them doing this type of stuff is considered quirky and fun when it's not. And remember when gachatubers made OCs like that and used cutting in the intros? This was such a wide thing in the community, and it was a problem. A common mental health issue was depression that a lot of gachatubers used in their quote-unquote intros. And what worries me the more is the way those characters, quote-unquote, these characters got the depression. This is how it goes. The main character has another sibling who gets more love and attention than themselves. Now, this can be a reason that can lead to depression. Child neglect can have serious mental health problems on a child. They grow up and start quote-unquote cutting themselves, becoming depressed and wearing dark clothes. Weird how it happens so fast, right? Now, remember this. Depression doesn't come out of nowhere and just stays. Depression is a mental health condition that builds up over time, so it doesn't mean that every person who has depression cuts themselves. Everyone is unique and different, so that means people express emotions in certain ways. And the amount of cutting, quote-unquote cutting, that existed in these gacha mini movies were way too many to count for. Now, you might be wondering why I'm making this video when it has been done so many times. Easy answer. As a reminder. Now, gacha animated voice-acted series or movies are very popular and are done very professionally, so there isn't a worry in those regards yet. But many movies are and will be known for gachalife/club. This has been a staple since the beginning of gacha. And in case this trend reappears again and makes waves, I hope that this can be a reminder for people to do the research properly. Now let's get into how to properly write a story or character with mental health issues. With every character, you need a design. You need to build their character, like personality, design, and how they look. That makes it easier for the audience to connect with the character and maybe choose preference of who they like the most based off the designs. I think it's no surprise that 95% of people that suffer from mental health issues don't wear black clothes and look like zombies who have not gotten any sleep. For me, when you are designing a character who has, let's say, depression as an example, imagine the way your character behaves. Do they express emotions very often clear? Show a change in their clothes for people to know that something has changed about them. But not directly, more like as time goes by. Let's say your character doesn't show their emotions that much, or barely. Then nothing would change, or if they are like the first example, but they hide their sad emotions to themselves, then nothing would change until like very later or until someone notices something off about them. Or are they the second character but express their emotions by their clothes? There is such a huge variety on how you can showcase someone having mental health issues, but everyone sticks to the ones that have a drastic change. Be creative and incorporate different designs and emotions with the character designs. But don't just suddenly go,
My body changes itself when I feel emotions.
In part 2, I mentioned that a big factor to mental health issues can be child neglect. But it doesn't just have to be that. There are so many different examples of factors that play into it, like when the character grew up with parents that were toxic, such as invalidating their feelings, didn't take care of them, or verbally and physically abused them. I'd advise you to do research about it and a lot of it. Because if you do end up making a mistake, this can make it seem like a joke to people that have these issues. It's very important with any serious topic to do research. In short, do your research. Include the way characters show their emotions with their behavior and clothes. Don't make every single character cut themselves. There are so many ways people fight or cope with their feelings. Now, this video will have a part 2, since there is one topic that I haven't talked about yet and that needs to be talked about in the community: the representation of abuse in the gacha community. There is a lot of things that happen with that. There is a lot of things that go wrong with this type of topic. But that is for the other video. But with that, I will end the video and I will leave links in the description with information about mental health issues and a channel that I think explains it very well. And with that, I will see you after this commercial break. My peeps, weeps, and non-binary geeks. Bye-bye!